I've been in a lot of pain recently with my hip. My right hip has given me troubles since I was 12, so like 30 years. And I don't know, it's so interesting, the relationship between physical pain and creativity. I don't know if that's something that you deal with or if it's not, but for me, the interesting thing is that physical pain both motivates me and demotivates me to get more creative. It motivates me because I know that creativity can be like pain management in a way. It helps me sort of move into a different state of being, I guess. And it demotivates me because I'm sure there's a lot of reasons, but the one reason that's coming to me right now is just that, when I'm in a lot of pain, sometimes I just don't want to move from whatever stationary place I'm in at the time. It's hard to leave bed or do anything other than the very minimal things you need to do to get the day done and care for myself and the beings that rely on me for my care. Anyway, that's something I've been thinking about a lot because my hip is acting up again, and I have been in pain for a few weeks now. It's so frustrating because I thought I was kind of coming out of I was coming out of sort of a pain period and trying to get more movement in with the hopes that, things get better, I guess. But I don't know, it's like a really challenging dichotomy there as well for me. Because every time I try to come out of pain, somehow I get myself further back in it. I don't know. Anyway, I think I pushed too hard. I was doing these little workouts and they were really great because I really liked the whole concept of just sort of going until you can't anymore and then resting. And I really liked this. It was really working for me. And I think it can continue to work for me, but I think I pushed too hard. And as soon as I push too hard, my body says, nope, I don't think so. You should know better. That's what it feels like. It feels like a little bit of a scolding in a way. Yeah. So that's where I'm at. And I always feel a little sorry for myself as well. So, often creating does get me out of that feeling. So that's a win there, getting out of that feeling of feeling sorry for myself, because that is not a productive place to be at all. And, even more than that, because productivity isn't everything. It's not a very healthy place to be. Just feeling like this brush is a bit too big, actually, for the detailed parts of these little pieces. curious how you manage pain, or if you are dealing with pain and you're creative. I think that coming back to creativity is actually one of the blessings of pain for me, because I almost was forced back into it, because when you can't do the things that you once did, you need to find new hobbies that you can do. And when I was younger, I was able to kind of push through the pain a bit more, or, numb it. I did a lot of drinking and that kind of thing, and I don't do those things anymore. So they're not, I don't get the numbing effects of those. I do have other numbers, don't get me wrong. I'm not cured of numbing. I think I've watched a lot of TV the last couple of days, for example. It's a pretty big number for me. I really liked these colors together when I was doing another piece earlier this week. I just thought today I would explore with them a little more. This color that I'm using right now is called Luminous Red. It's quite neon. Sort of a pinky orange, really, but they call it Luminous Red. And I'm just making shapes that feel fun. I don't have any rhyme or reason. I definitely wanted to create something with these colors. I was seeing them in my mind's eye last night, so these came out, and I saw someone on Instagram, I think, using the loose colors and sort of spreading them all over everywhere. The loose pigment, the powdered pigments. This is Brilliant Gold by Pearl X, that one. And yeah, it didn't turn out the way she did it, but I gave it a go. Hers was she was using them on a much bigger space, so it kind of looked more washy and cool, in my opinion, than mine turned out. Also, she was using it on a canvas versus paper, so that makes a difference as well. And I put this Cosmo Pink on here by mistake. I'm not sure, I might mix it with something just to use it up, because I really don't like wasting paints. But I also want to mix this. This is just plain pink and this luminous red together. Probably put the Cosmo Pink with some luminous red as well. Let's see what happens with that. I really liked these two colors mixed together. I'm kind of into mixing these lipstick colors as what they are in my head. Like, how awesome. I guess lipstick or nail polish, but like, what a great pink that is. It's just, woo, I love it. Yes, please. Lipstick color, please. I'm interested to see how this sort of stays together too, because I think it might separate the colors a little bit. It'll be interesting once it starts to dry to see what happens there. thought I had a lot more to say about pain and creativity, but nothing else is coming to mind. I think that is actually also part of it. When I start to get into the creativity, that sort of stuff seems almost not less important. That's not really, it's not actually the feeling. But I don't know, I can't find the words, but it is along the lines of less important. It's almost like it melts away. Maybe that's what happens. Sort of the worry and the pain a bit kind of melts away. Also, my hip pain is less noticeable for me when I am sitting down or lying down than if I'm walking, for example. I don't like this color as much, but it's kind of cool to have a little muted. I mean, this is also a lipstick color, but just not a lipstick color I would maybe go for. I like the brighter colors personally, but it is nice to sort of mix this sort of more muted color with the really, really bright colors. Gives them a bit more depth, maybe. What color am I going to use next? I'm thinking maybe a darker. There's this color called Deep Magenta that I use a lot. This might be fun. I might actually see what this looks like mixed with the luminous red as well. It'd be a fun little. I might just do a little bit of luminous red. These paints really surprise me with what the colors look like once they're mixed. I like this color, but it wasn't really what it was. It kind of took the depth out of the deep magenta. Since it did that, maybe I'll add a little bit more luminous red and see what that does. Kind of looking pretty similar to the, I guess, a deeper version of the Cosmo Pink. Let's see it beside. give that deep magenta on its own a go now. Fun. I love making little blobbies. I think that's part of it too. When I have lots of fun creating, it does help me, again, sort of move to a different continuum. I don't know. It doesn't, I'm not focusing as much on what hurts because I'm just having so much fun. There's something to that, that's for sure. Okay, I think it's time for these to dry now. So that's gonna be done for me for today. And I think I might come back in and add some marks and stuff to them tomorrow. So join me for that. See you then.